Welcome back to SwitchStars, Luke here, and I'm back once again to delve into the wonderful world of Switch scams. And so today we're checking out DEZVOLT Games' latest masterpiece, Wash Simulator, Clean Garage, House Cars Business Tycoon, which is of course a knockoff of the highly acclaimed Power Wash Simulator. While Power Wash Simulator is somewhat of a zen-like experience which tasks you with washing away your worries to the soothing sounds of high pressure water, Wash Simulator on the other hand is a tedious piece of shit which makes you want to power wash your fucking eyeballs out and then sit on the hose to finish yourself off. But let's get into this turd encrusted treat and see what's what, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more Switch related content. So just like the game itself, the eShop description is caked in shit, with a series of fake screenshots, a snazzy little trailer which aims to sell the game as offering a pleasantly relaxing experience, and a description full of bollocks, which talks about going from a humble garage to a thriving empire, time management being key to success, and transforming your garage into a state-of-the-art cleaning facility which you can equip with the latest technology and hire staff to do your dirty work. In reality, this couldn't be further from the truth, but I'll let the gameplay speak for itself here. Now, as per usual, the main menu presents us with some simple sound options, an overview of the control scheme, and Mr. Bro McChadness over here, who with his fucking forehawk and angry eyebrows appears to be wired off his tits on steroids with massive vascular cock arms and a spunk-erupting splurge gun, and presumably this is our character. Upon beginning a new game though, we're dropped into our cleaning facility, facing towards the back wall of it for some unknown reason, but as you can see this place is currently barren. We have a workbench at the back of it, next to which sits our splurge gun, which is a royal pain in the arse to even pick up, and on a nearby wall sits a circuit box, which functionally adds nothing, but it's the small details which really matter in these games. Now, in order to get to work in this game, we have to accept jobs using the tablet over on the workbench, and we start the game with $500, which can either be spent in the eShop on new power washers, each of which costs $2,000 and $3,000 respectively, or on nozzles which are again pretty pricey and presumably give you different spray patterns, but for the moment we can only afford the white nozzle PWY. The other shop is the car wash rating shop, and this lets us buy a bunch of different decorative items to spruce up our wash facility with, but their prices range from around $100 to a couple of thousand, and there are also a couple of different light fittings to choose from. But work wise though, the only thing we can do at the moment is wash cars, as the challenge levels are locked until we increase our reputation. Now, accepting my first wash job caused a grubby looking car to spawn in, and if you've ever played Power Wash Simulator, you know the score with this one. Blast away all the shit on it using your power washer until it's squeaky clean, and similarly, a progress meter in the top left corner indicates what percentage of it has been cleaned. Once you get to work though, you'll quickly realise that even this doesn't function correctly, and that cleaning even the smallest of vehicles turns out to be a fucking arduous slog of a process, as your basic nozzle is next to useless, and taking a big steamy piss on the cars would probably clean them faster. And while the second nozzle we bought does increase the radius, giving us more of a horizontal line of water to work with, the hitbox detection in the game is fucking atrocious, and even if you work methodically, spraying up and down the vehicle, most of the time the game doesn't even register where you sprayed and the dirt just continues to stick to the vehicle like shit to a blanket. The closer you get towards the 90% cleaned mark required to complete a car wash though, the harder things get, as you have to hunt down every last little speck of dirt. And while the game does allow you to highlight dirt with a push of a button, this vanishes after a couple of seconds, meaning you have to constantly tap it over and over. Some of the dirt is also impossible to reach, hiding in the wheel arches behind the tyres blocking the stream of your splurge gun, but this first car alone took me over 10 minutes to clean, and for my efforts I was rewarded with a tidy sum of $22, but rather oddly, no reputation. Moving on though, I worked through several other vehicles, including another Taz 2106, this time in my favourite hot pink colour, a Toyota Cupra, again in hot pink, though the vehicle itself appeared to be red, and it's worth knowing that in order to clean the top of the car you have to actually jump on top of it. Imagine that for a second, pulling into a car wash in your brand new motor and some steroid fueled dickhead jumps onto your bonnet and starts dashing back and forth across the roof of it. Now, my next vehicle turned out to be a van, or Van Dam as the developers have so humorously named it, and I was wondering how I was going to get on top of this big bastard, but the devs have thought of everything here and kindly provided me with a tiny wooden ladder to climb up. This van though was an absolute fucking joke to clean, by far the worst of all the vehicles in the game, like trying to scratch off a whole fucking Etch-a-Sketch, and even after I got done cleaning it I was still a few percentage off. That was when I realised that the easiest way to get to 90% was to get to around 80 and then run circles around the vehicle, spraying up and down like a fucking maniac, as a lot of the dirt is actually completely invisible. Now at this point I was incredibly confused as I'd cleaned about 5 or 6 vehicles but still hadn't increased my reputation, and then it dawned on me. In order to gain reputation I had to actually purchase items from the car wash rating shop, but even the cheapest of these require me to clean 3 cars, so almost 30 minutes worth of cleaning for a fucking American flag, which rewarded me with a midge's dick worth of reputation. Luckily though, I also realised that I could actually decline jobs as many times as I wanted, and that in addition to cars there are also boats. So the easiest car wash job actually turned out not to be a car wash job at all, and in fact a boat job. And after cleaning one of these village boats, you'll never actually want to clean another car again, so they may as well have called this game Boat Wash Simulator and had done with it. Anyway, I was able to get my cleaning time of these down to around 3 minutes each, and ended up cleaning about 20 of the fucking things, which at $22 a pop was enough to buy me a few more shitty decorations, increase my rank from 0 to 1, and finally unlock the game's challenge levels. Once again, I was able to decline the challenges to cycle through them, which showed me that they consisted of a few different subway stations and a pool level, all of which at rank 2 rewarded $600 for a job well done. But I decided to go for the pool and directed to exit through a nearby door to start the job. Now, I'm going to be honest here, I really wasn't prepared for the shitfest I was about to face, and after grabbing my splurge gun, I hit that dirt all vision button, at which point the entire area turned yellow, and I had thought to myself, surely they didn't expect me to clean 90% of this place, considering a vehicle took over 10 minutes to complete, so this place would have definitely gone beyond the hour mark. But sure enough, after cleaning almost the entirety of one of the walls, I was still at 0% on the progress checker, so fuck knows how long the whole thing was going to take, but I for one was done with it. Now, I had planned on checking out the other challenge levels to show you a bit of footage on them, but upon accessing the tablet I discovered that there was no way to actually abandon the job, and that even quitting out to the main menu and hitting continue dropped me right back where I'd left off. So unfortunately you won't be seeing any footage of the subway station jobs in this review, as there's no fucking way that I was wasting hours of my life trying to complete this one. So it goes without saying that, in my opinion, this game is a piece of shit, and despite attempting to knock off the simplest of game concepts, they even managed to fuck that one up with this one thanks to the poor hitbox detection, lack of variety, meagre reward system making even minimal amounts of progression a complete slog, and the baffling decision to lock you into a job until you've completed it. Even more confusing though is the fact that someone actually made the decision to start you off with $500, despite the fact that you absolutely must spend it on buying that second nozzle, as washing anything with a standard nozzle is borderline impossible. So if you accidentally buy some decorations, then you're basically fucked and may as well just start over. All in all though, Wash Simulator is another pathetic sham of a game which attempts to trick people into thinking they're buying a budget version of Power Wash Simulator, when in reality you'd probably have more fun washing dog shit off your boots with a garden hose than playing this. And the real Power Wash Simulator is $20, only $5 more than this pathetic excuse for a game. As usual though, the eShop description features fake screenshots and its description is full of bollocks, but you already knew that by now, so just for funsies, I'll leave you with a little montage comparing the two. If this review helped you out though, do me the honours of dropping a like, consider subscribing to the channel for more Switch reviews and content, and if you want to know more about Switch scam games, be sure to check out my latest video on the big 5 Switch scammers and my scam games playlist for a better look of some of their titles. For now though, thanks once again for watching, take care of yourselves, and game on.